Today we're doing a step-by-step tutorial on how to install Powerstop Extreme Truck and Tow rear brake pads and rear rotors on a 2007 to 2018 Jeep Wrangler JK. Dave with Mile High Campers coming back at you again with another video. Be sure to check out the description, guys, because I'll have all the tools and equipment we use today linked in the description below. Also, check out the links to our store where you can get some cool stickers and hats. And then be sure to smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get notified when we upload a new video. Don't forget to like the video if it helped you out. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so first step here, with the weight of the vehicle on the ground, we're going to go ahead and loosen our lug nuts. Okay, we have the front wheels blocked. Now we're going to go ahead and jack up the rear of the Jeep, just high enough to get the wheel to clear the ground. For safety, we went ahead and put a jack stand under the frame. Now we're going to go ahead and get the wheel off. Alright, we're going to start here on the back side of the caliper. We've got two bolts to remove, one on top, one on the bottom. We're going to be using a 15mm wrench and a 13mm socket. Alright, once we get the caliper off, we're going to go ahead and set it aside, out of the way. Alright, so the caliper bracket has two bolts that we're going to need to remove. One is here and one down here. They both are 18mm. So we've got the brake caliper bracket here, and we're going to be doing some work to it. As you can see, the brake pads are installed on it. We want to make sure that, see this tab here, we want to make sure that we install the new brake pads the same way. We're also going to be replacing these little rubber boots here. So all we have to do here is just simply, these guys just simply come out like so. And what's really nice is Powerstop included all of the little clips that you're going to need to replace it. Pretty much comes with everything and comes with the new boots. So we can go ahead and take all these guys off. And depending on how dirty your bracket is here, you can take a wire brush and just kind of clean it off. And if you really wanted to get it nice and clean, you could actually spray a little brake cleaner on there and wipe it all down. But I'm feeling like we got it pretty clean, so I'm going to go ahead and remove these, and they just simply pull out like so. And then you just work the boot off. Do the same thing to this side. Alright, then we've got some lubricant here that came with the kit that we can put on the little shafts here. You can also use what they call, I believe it's called brake paste. Okay, so what I found is the easiest way to install these little rubber boots is to install them on the bracket first. And you just got to kind of stretch them over, push it down, and then they'll pop on there. We've got the paste on here. We'll go ahead and put these in and then just work the boot over the edge. Make sure you got a good seal. Go ahead and get the other one in here. And we've got a good seal. So that's that. Alright, now let's put our clips on, and I'm going to kind of match what was existing, which was the flat part goes in. Alright, so you may have to bend these little tabs out a little bit. They're pretty tight. They're not wanting to fit on there. Alright, now we can put the pads on. And we're going to leave the pads kind of pulled out with a pretty good sized gap. And when we put this on over the rotor, and once we get it into place, then we'll squeeze the pads into place. We're going to go ahead and remove the rotor. Alright, now we're going to put on the new rotors, and it's really nice because Powerstop actually labels the rotors so we know which side they're going on. It takes the guesswork out of it. And now we're going to be putting on the rear passenger side. And just to hold it in place, I'm going to put a lug nut on. Alright, let's go ahead and get the caliper bracket back on. And at this point we can kind of squeeze our brake pads in place. And what we're going to want to do now is we're going to want to torque those bolts that are holding this bracket on. And the spec that I found was 77 foot-pounds. Now by all means, please do your own research. Double check that spec before you tighten these down. That's just the spec that I found, so that's what I'm going to use. I feel comfortable with the source. Please do your own research when it comes to the torque spec and do what you are comfortable with. Alright, let's get those torqued up. Okay, so for the next step, what we're going to want to do is push this piston back. Now, there's many methods to doing this. There's actually a tool that you can use to push this back. I've also heard that you can actually bleed the brake fluid out by removing one of these, but I don't know which one, and I'm not familiar with that way of doing it. I learned old school, my dad's old school, so we're just going to do this the old school way, and that is to take one of the old brake pads. We're going to put it on here, and then we're going to put a C-clamp on and start pushing the piston in. Now the thing about this is you want to go slowly, and you want to give it time to kind of go back into the master cylinder from what I understand. And so we're just going to do this very slowly, stopping here and there just to let the fluid go back so we don't cause a problem in the system. Like I said, there's many ways to do it, so please do it the way you're comfortable with. My dad's a mechanic, and this is the way he's always done it, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Alright, so we've got it in there pretty good. This should be good enough. Alright, let's give this a try. Do not forget that these move in and out, so you may have to push them in order to get this to fit. Go ahead and get our bolts started. Once again, we're using our 15mm wrench and 13mm socket. We don't want to get these too tight. We're going to be torquing them down in just a minute. Alright, now that we've got them snug, we're going to go ahead and torque them down. Now the spec that I found online was 26 foot-pounds. Again, be sure to do your own research. Do what you feel comfortable with. Use the source that you feel comfortable with. I trust the source that I found it at, so we're going to go ahead with 26 foot-pounds. Alright, don't run off just yet, guys, because we've got a few more steps and we have a really important step at the end, so you're going to want to watch all the way till the end. Alright, now you want to get in the Jeep, and we're just going to make short little presses on the brake pedal. We're not going to press the brake pedal all the way to the floor because we need to build the pressure back into the system, get all the fluid flowing. So you're just going to make short little presses until you can feel the pressure build under the brake pedal, and then you should be able to push the brake pedal to the floor. Be sure to hit that like button if this video helped you out. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get notified when we upload new videos, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace!